G'day, guys. It's Nathan Fletcher, the drunk philosopher. Today I'm going to be talking about a really contentious issue, climate change. But I'm not actually talking about climate change itself, because I have no problems with the concept of climate change. Okay? Like most people of my age, I grew up with climate change. It was just a known quantity that the weather's getting warmer. Now, I could make a series of videos on different things that I've observed over a period of years that you could probably track out on a bell curve. One of the things, though, is that back in the 1980s when I was a kid, we were told constantly by the year 2020 that the sea would have rose 2 inches or 5 centimetres. Well, 2020 is a couple of years away, and that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's maybe risen a centimetre and a half. Now, is that worrying? Yes, but is it 5 centimetres? No. You know, by the end of next century, everyone was predicting that New York was going to be underwater. It's not going to happen. All right. And it got me thinking, okay, this climate change, we're all going to die. And I'm going, well, this is very similar to the doomsday Christian cults of the 1920s and 30s last century. The end is nigh. Now, everyone's had a laugh at the idea of the old dishevelled man on the street corner with a placard saying, repent, repent, the end is nigh. What would you say if I said that's David Attenborough? And I'm not joking. He's a zoologist. He's a geologist. He's not a climatologist. In fact, when I hear these great scientific minds on all these shows, it's never a climatologist who says the end is nigh. No, it's David Attenborough. Now, David Attenborough is well known as a nature person, greenie, I guess you could say. And fair enough. But the end is nigh, and he's been saying that since like the 70s. Soon the end will come and we'll all be extinct. Soon the end will come. The biosphere will be destroyed and ravaged. Soon. And then I think about the language of other doomsday prophecies like Revelation. Soon the Lord will come and the 200,000 will be taken to heaven and everybody else will suffer the curse of Satan. It's exactly the same language. Soon the world ends. Soon we all die. And it's all our fault. We're the sinners. We're the sinful and we deserve our sin. The language is identical to Revelations. Identical in many ways. The only aspect is there isn't a new kingdom. Unless we give up all our technology that we have today and find a new form of way of powering everything properly, and then we shall have heaven, even though we still need to mine a whole shit ton of things to keep our technology running regardless. I mean, an iPhone doesn't like a miracle come from nowhere. It needs resources, but no, don't worry about that. Don't worry about the fact your car, half of your car gets mined out of a bloody iron ore pit. Don't worry about that. No, don't think about that. But we need new power. Or we're all going to die and the new kingdom will come. The new kingdom will come. Solar, wind, water, the new kingdom shall come upon us and we will be free. I mean, come on. This is the hyperbolic language of a religious zealot. David Attenborough sounds like a religious zealot. He's been on this campaign now for 40, 50 years, right? And the changes and the variations are happening, but tiny little amounts. It's incremental compared to his big bombastic, oh my God, it's all over. Same with Brian Cox. Okay, Brian Cox, once again, smart guy. Both of these dudes are way smarter than me, right? Brian Cox, for a start, is an astrophysicist. But he's not a climatologist, is he? No. And then you got Al Gore. Well, I can't say Al Gore's any smarter than me. I mean, the guy was a politician. I don't think that most politicians are necessarily smarter than the average bear, if you like. But Al Gore goes, we're going to save the world. The world's going to die. If I don't save it, I'm the crusader. I'm going around the world telling everybody whilst using my beautiful private jets, lots and lots of avgas, building my houses out of God knows what, because I can guarantee the size of his house is fuck all recycled in it. And Brian Cox is the same. He's not a climatologist. But I'm going to save the world. We've got Jesus, people with messianic complexes Scientists with messianic complexes running around the planet right now. Is climate change real? Yes. Do we have to do something about it? Yes. Is the world going to end tomorrow and everybody dies and the whole world shrivels up into a little coconut? No. Look, mankind can fall off the planet tomorrow. And look, if we keep going the way we're going, we probably will. I mean, we've become a niche species for the large part. You know, the only humans that are more likely to survive than not are probably the hunter-gatherer tribes that still exist in the world, and there's very few of them. I'm not saying humanity can't spring back from that, because it's quite possible we can. But you know what I mean? I mean, those of us in the West, we're niche. We like our animals dead and killed away from us, and we'll buy the packet of meat in the bloody supermarket later. You know, there's no hunting and gathering with us. It's not about resources anymore. It's about time expended at work. So, you know, where we could be in trouble, sure. But even if humanity disappears off the face of the planet and the polar ice caps melt, do you think life won't continue? Of course it will. We just won't be here. And if we're not here because of what we've done, well, whose frickin' fault is that? You know, it's not a very scientific thing, though, to go around going, the end is nigh! Repent, repent, you useless coal-loving sinners! It's not going to work. And it's purely an insult to scientific rational thought. So David Attenborough, Brian Cox, Al Gore, all you people, settle the fuck down. I want to see, by the way, on ABC, SBS, Channel 7, Channel 9, let's get some fucking climatologists, some people who are actually qualified in this particular field of science. Let's get them on. Let's talk to them. Because every book I've ever read by a climatologist, they're really reasonable. They're saying, okay, well, we don't know exactly what's going on, but this is what we think. This is our estimate. And there's all kinds of different estimates because the nature of our changing Earth is so complex. To just say one thing is likely to happen is absolutely rubbish. We don't know what's going on. We just don't know. Are we affecting it? Yes. There is no doubt of that, right? But we don't know what's going on. And if the scientists who are actually the climatologists don't know exactly what's going on, then what the hell is an astrophysicist, a zoologist, and a failed bloody wannabe American president running around with their doomsday bloody catch cries? Why are we listening to them? Let's give them a placard each with, the end is nigh, on it, and just leave it at that. So let's get some, I suggest you go read some books on climatology, go listen to some actual climatologists and meteorologists, people who actually, that's their bread and butter, and yes, they will tell you climate change is happening. There's no doubt that's happening. I'm not a denier, but I'm sick and tired of these religious zealot profiteers on the climate change issue. I'm Nathan Fletcher. This has been my drunk philosophy, and I'll catch you later. Uru.